headlines of this hour on VTV News. The Prime Minister attends 4 important transport project inauguration ceremonies. And later on, experience the vibrant Christmas celebrations activities across Vietnam.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Good morning. It is currently 8 a.m. local time and you're tuning in to 15 minutes of VTV News. I'm Dylan Lei with the latest updates. Now, State President Võ Văn Thưởng, head of the Central Steering Committee for Judicial Reform, attended a national conference in central Da Nang City on December the 24th to launch tasks for the court sector in 2024. The state president ordered improving the court's governance capacity on digital platforms and providing more convenient judicial services to help improve their activities and build the image of friendly courts that truly support people in protecting justice, human rights, and citizens' rights. In addition, the state president also demanded promoting the party's leadership over courts' activities, firmly adhering to the principle of democratic centralism, building a solid court sector, and seriously implementing the Politburo's regulations on controlling power and preventing corruption and negative phenomena in investigations, prosecutions, judgments, and judgment enforcement. State President Võ Văn Thưởng also attended a ceremony on Sunday to announce the master plan of the Central Coastal Province of Quảng Ngãi for 2021 to 2030 with a vision to 2050 as part of his working trip to the province. According to the master plan, attention should be paid to developing modern rural areas and agricultural economic development in the direction of commodity production and high technology. Developing tourism services based on the advantages of unique cultural and heritage values, sea and islands, and diverse natural ecosystem was also emphasized. Local authorities have offered 3 strategic visions, focusing on fully tapping its unique advantages in sustainable development and becoming a seaport logistics center in the South Central region. The Quảng Ngãi GRDP is expected to expand by 7.25 to 8.25% per year by 2030, while its annual GRDP per capita will reach about $7,700 to $7,900. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the inauguration ceremonies of 4 key transportation projects on Sunday morning. The 4 key projects include Điện Biên Airport, Tuyên Quang Phú Thọ, and Mỹ Thuận Cần Thơ Expressways and Mỹ Thuận 2 Bridge, with a total investment capital of over $740 million.
This is the first time in the history of the transport industry that 4 major airports, highways, and major bridge projects were simultaneously inaugurated and put into operation. In particular, after expansions, Điện Biên Airport for the first time can receive large modern aircraft in the evening. The Tuyên Quang Phú Thọ Expressway reduces the journey time from Hanoi to Tuyên Quang by 1.5 hours. The Mỹ Thuận Cần Thơ Expressway and Mỹ Thuận 2 Bridge also have shortened the travel time from Ho Chi Minh City to Cần Thơ by 1.5 hours. At the inauguration ceremony, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized that the event is very important, contributing to implementing the 13 Party Congress resolutions on transport infrastructure development and creating socio-economic breakthroughs for the 4 provinces.
All relevant parties worked without minding rain or shine. They ate and slept little and worked through death and other holidays with a resilient will. Today's result must be attributed to the leadership and direction of the party's Central Executive Committee, the Politburo, the Secretariat, the National Assembly committees, and People's Councils at all levels. This cannot be achieved without the ministry, localities, investors, management board, consortium, consultants, contractors, construction workers, and the people who gave up their land for site clearance.
At the ceremony, the Prime Minister spoke highly of the maturity of Vietnam transport industry in implementing large projects.
My Thuận 2 bridge is longer, higher and wider, while a loan has to be taken for My Thuận 1 bridge. No loans were needed for the second one. Before, we had to outsource everything to foreign contractors. But now, everything is done by Vietnamese workers and units. The amount of money spent on each square meter is reduced by half. The project also creates more jobs.
The Prime Minister requested ministries, branches and localities to effectively put into use the completed projects and support residents who were resettled as part of site clearance. He also conveyed the greetings of Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and other party and state leaders to 20 veterans who participated in the Điện Biên Phủ campaign present at the ceremony.
The ongoing completion of key infrastructure projects across the country has boosted socio-economic development and promoted local connectivity. In particular, in the last days of 2023, local people where these projects are located are excited about the completion of these infrastructure projects.
Now that Điện Biên Airport has expanded and can welcome valuable aircraft, there is a clear change in Điện Biên in terms of socio-economic development. The inauguration of this route is the wish of the Tuyên Quang people. The route to the capital city is shorter, so the economy can develop further.
Before, there was no highway. The locals were still poor. But now that the party and state have built this road, we locals will work harder to contribute to the economy.
I've been looking forward to it every day and waited from morning until now to see it.
So many people attended the inauguration ceremony, and everyone was happy. It is the pride of our people.
Farmers in the Mekong Delta will benefit from this bridge.
The drivers are very happy because the trip from Ho Chi Minh City to Cần Thơ or Cà Mau is shortened. It's more convenient.
Welcome back to VTV News Live. Now on to other important updates. Northern Province In Bai on Saturday night, December the 23rd, organized an event to recognize the Hmong people's panpipe and batiking, a painting technique using molten beeswax to create patterns on a fabric surface, as national intangible cultural heritages. The move was aimed at honoring the cultural values of the arts. It also encouraged efforts by local authorities and communities in In Bai Province, Mu Cang Chai, Cham Tao, and Văn Chinh District to maintain and develop the heritages. The recognition will not only contribute to the preservation of the Hmong people's traditional values, but will also make these folk arts known far and wide, facilitating community-based tourism in In Bai. Ho Chi Minh City's tourism sector's revenue has now exceeded its 2023 target, earning over $5.2 billion for the local budget. This figure is higher than 2019, the year before the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Many new tourism products and services have been launched for tourists during this peak festive season.
Ho Chi Minh City's tourism sector has launched its first overnight tours. Tours run every 30 minutes. Unfortunately, these are just sightseeing tours without many stops and services for visitors.
The evening economy creates more opportunities to compete with other regional tourist cities in attracting tourists. Diverse and professional services are key to increasing competitiveness.
In December, the city's tourism sector also launched a series of attractive services, including Tourism Week and Food Street, and events to celebrate Christmas and the New Year Countdown Festival.
The city's tourism sector had exceeded the set target. We also expect that there will be another breakthrough in tourism numbers and revenue in December.
According to the city's Department of Tourism, the tourism sector achieved most of its targets in the first 11 months of this year. Tourism revenue reached over $5.1 billion. This rate is 25% higher than in 2019, the year before the COVID-19 pandemic hit.
These days, many localities across the country happily prepare for Christmas. Parishes, neighborhoods, streets, and amusement parks are splendidly decorated, creating a joyful and jubilant atmosphere. Christmas festivities can be found in every corner of Vietnam.
At St. Joseph's Cathedral area in Hanoi, locals and tourists flocked in large numbers. A giant 60-meter-high Christmas tree is in front of the cathedral, and a huge Star of Bethlehem sits atop with brightly colored lights. This has drawn many young people to check in by the tree. Nearby streets are also very busty with a festive atmosphere. The Phat Diem Stone Cathedral in Ninh Bình province is open to Catholics and passers-by. This year, the cathedral is decorated with reindeer carts, Santa Claus, and miniatures.
During Christmas, we Catholics reflect the past year, what we could and could not do, how we have sinned and asked for forgiveness. Then we can have a pure soul.
Rexha City, Kiên Giang province, has always been beautiful, but it is now even more brilliant with the Christmas atmosphere. The sparkling light and snow parade system gives locals a new Christmas experience.
More beautiful, more magnificent decorations. The Christmas atmosphere is more special every year.
Christmas this year in the Dao neighborhood, District 8, Ho Chi Minh City, is very vibrant. All the streets and houses are festively decorated. Children are overjoyed with Santa Claus gifts. This is a time for adults to gather and express their gratitude and hope for a peaceful New Year.
And now let's have a look at the weather forecast for Vietnam and other locations in the world. And that is all that we have for this hour on VTV News. To rewatch our program, you can visit our website or YouTube channel or download a mobile app VTVgo for more. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.